Welcome to the 2021 National Sports Collectors Convention here in Chicago. This place is insane. I mean, Lou, the energy is contagious. I don't know how many tens of millions of dollars of cards and memorabilia are on the floor. And it is incredibly difficult to stay focused because whether it be a card or a deal, and then it's like, wait, I haven't seen you in 3 years or 2 years.
Yeah.
And then it's 11 minutes later, you're like, what was I just doing? Man, Lou, it is nuts.
That subject has fascinated me for a couple weeks now. I wonder how much value is on that floor right now. I mean, we got to be.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's got to be hundreds of millions. I wouldn't be shocked if it was $1 billion. And I'm not just trying to say that because I know how much is at some of these auction houses. And, you know, some of them might have 50 or $100 million of stuff on hand. It's incredible, Lou.
It is. It's really incredible.
What's going on, Bill and Ken? What's up, Mark, Tyler, Bry, Rick, Sean? Really appreciate everyone joining us. Unbelievable here, Lou.
Want to tell everybody off the top here that it's incredibly noisy on the floor at the National, so Leighton's going to have a hard time hearing me a little bit. We can hear Leighton pretty good right now, a little bit better than we did with J5, so that's good. So tell us what's going on, I mean, other than, like, everything.
Sure. So, Lou, within the last hour, what's happened at the National is that they let in the VIP, the public. So it was already busy before. And now, I mean, I don't know, was there hundreds or thousands of people that weren't here about 35 minutes ago? So it's basically mayhem.
Wow. So much fun.
It's a blast. So before I tear it up here with Drew, because I wanted to hear from Drew and some of the stuff that he's seen on the floor, we're hoping that we can hear him okay. To let everyone know that we're running a very special $10 National Leighton's Loft bonus promo that's going to run from now, Lou. Our episode here will be 30 minutes today. The promo is going to run for an hour. It's $10 to get in, buy any spots at all. As long as it's $10, you get one entry. Spend $20, get two entries, so on and so forth. First place is going to be a $475 hit random spot.
Nice.
And your chance at a Mickey Mantle 52 Topps and a 1951 Bowman Mickey Mantle are at stake. That will be first place. So you have a chance to win a $475 entry into our graded hit random for $10. Second place is an exclusive wheel spin. Third place is a VIP spot in our big event this Sunday where we're giving over $25,000 of vintage cards, packs, break credit, amazing stuff. Fourth and fifth are a 71 Topps baseball set break spot. 6, 7 are a BAM spot. So you have until now, till about 5:10 or 5:15 Eastern time. I think Eastern time. Actually, no. Central time. It's about an hour. We'll be hanging for about another 25 minutes today on Leighton's Loft. What's up, Andy? I did want to bring in Drew for a minute. I don't know how we're going to hear him. We're going to do our best. But Drew is on the floor since the beginning of the show, and I wanted to see kind of like from his perspective what you've been seeing out there, Drew.
Crazy.
So tell me one of the favorite booths that you've seen so far.
Probably, SGC has a cool booth this year. They have a really nice booth.
Tell us why, because I know why, but I want you to tell us what's going on at the SGC booth.
Instead of doing on-site grading and focusing on, making
transactional revenue, sure.
They turned it into more like a stage, things that you can, they've got a main stage almost like in their area.
Like a DJ area.
Yeah.
It's great.
And then they've got a museum of just
amazing stuff.
Incredible cards.
So it's pretty cool. For those of you that maybe here, what's up, Chris? Sorry you're not here, man. We miss you. Looking forward to meeting as many of you as we can this week. And, of course, the big event Friday night at the Hyatt. So what Drew was saying at SGC's booth, and I talked to my buddy Dave Foreman, who's the president and CEO of SGC. He actually came over and asked me and said, "Late, do you have any old packs, that you had to sell?" I'm like laughing. I'm like, well, yeah, that's what I do. I love it. He's like, no, I want to get an old pack that's cool to potentially open at the SGC booth. And I go, well, it smells like a collab to me.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk a little bit later. And he's only doing it to give back to the community. So there's a lot of that going on here. You know, we're going to have kids breaking. We're going to have Ray Schulte's son, Ryan, join us tomorrow morning. Ray is the director, the PR for the National. I just met a few minutes ago, and you did a great job filming. Rob Go spent a few minutes with us chatting. For those of you who don't know, Lou, Rob Go is the gentleman who purchased the Mickey Mantle 52 tops for $5.2 million.
Wow. And
you wouldn't know it when you look at him. He had a nice watch.
Yeah.
But other than that, really down to earth.
Yep.
And that's the best part about the show, whether it be Rob Go, Adam Lufko, Average Joe, player to be named later. Lou, there's a lot of love. There's a lot of camaraderie in the room. And honestly, we're all here to, if you will, make money. But there feels like it's almost like a day camp / sleepaway camp kind of vibe where, there's going to be transactional deals and we're going to buy and sell. But it's one big party, Lou. It really is.
Yeah. This is like a school's out situation, right? Everyone's just happy to be out.
Sorry, Lou, can you say it one more time?
Yeah, this is like a school's out situation where everyone's just happy to be out.
He said, it's like a school situation where we're all hanging.
I mean, that exactly. Like, you know, you talk all year to these people online. You get to know everyone so much. I mean, I've already met a bunch of Vintage Breaks customers that, you know, we talk to in the South all year long. And, you know, I feel like I'm best friends with them. But there's a lot of money moving. But at the same time, a whole lot of, you know, introductions going on. A lot of face-to-face talk.
I'll tell you, just from my own personal perspective, Lou, to add a little bit to what Drew was saying and what you were saying, Lou, this really is like a big party. If you're a card nerd, you want to be here. If you're a sports nerd, you want to be here, right? If you're just someone who enjoys a good time, you want to be here. It's a great group. And I'll tell you, you can't walk but yet 10, 15 feet before you're going to see someone else that wants to chat you up. And so, you know, Lou, I tried to use my earlier portion of the week to get rest because I think the rest portion of my trip is over.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because once the show is over, we have the Case Break Pavilion till midnight tonight and tomorrow. Was invited to an event literally every night this week. And then people on Friday are like, come after your dinner. I'm like, dude, after my dinner, I'm hoping to be able to stumble back to my room.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I'm being very clear. I plan to be drinking and eating and drinking and being merry.
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting show. Next week, you'll be recovering.
That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. So for those of you, before we continue with Drew here from once again, let me get the photograph at our new Let Her Rip show, which you can find every Wednesday night. Not tonight, though, right?
Yeah, not tonight.
Not tonight because the National, but next week we do it at 9:30 Eastern Time. It's me, Gilmore, and Drew. It's really fun. Totally agree with you, Anthony. For those of you who can make it next year to Atlantic City, make sure you plan a vacation. It's going to be fantastic. Wow, we are definitely fighting the the main stage at the moment. But nonetheless, we are pumped to be here. Some folks went to the Cubs game yesterday. Some folks are going to the Cubs game today. Drew, tell me, have you bought anything for yourself personally yet?
Have I bought anything for myself? No, not yet. I have my eye on a couple of things, which actually when we were done doing this, I was going to grab them before they were gone.
Smart.
Because I don't think they'll be here, which is good advice. If you see it, get it, because chances are it might not be here.
So I haven't bought anything for myself yet either. I've been close.
Yeah, me too.
The closest thing that I might buy is from a good buddy of mine, and if you're listening, you know who it is. He's got incredible Michael Jordan photos. He's got a rookie year Michael Jordan photo that I'm thinking about buying for my collection. And certainly if I do, I will show it off. I think so far the pull of our show, granted it's only been a little bit of time, is the Mike Trout 1-of-1 diamond autographed redemption out of Icons. That's a sick pull. Yeah.
That's huge.
What do you think that's worth, Drew? Like 3 to 5 or more than 5,000?
Probably more than 5.
I think so too.
I mean, with diamond icons.
That's what I mean. With the diamond being part of, like, I think so too. So Lou, we very well likely could have pulled a card that's north of $5,000 today out of the diamond icons case that we opened. It was unbelievable.
All right, so the belt changed hands today, right?
Say again, Lou?
The belt changed hands today.
Sorry, it's a little bit hard to hear.
I said the belt changed hands today.
The belt changed hands. Gilmore now has it. I'm gonna tell you, man. Can I move this camera and like show a shot out there?
Yeah.
Will that work?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or
not the way they have it set up.
All right. So we're J5. If I want to use the camera to show them out there, what do I do? Like, what button do I need to hit? I want to use that camera. Where do you think I should use this camera? All right. So Lou, hang on. I'm going to give everyone a sneak peek. All right.
You know what you can do is have J5 join by phone. Oh, okay.
Check this
Do it
out.
that way.
Sorry.
Great view.
Bus. Flip it around. There's our safe. The best I could. I don't know how it's out.
And there are a ton of dealer sales. There's that's the thing I saw the whole time. They're in setup. There are deals going on like crazy. The show just opened, but transactions have been flowing crazy since yesterday.
Dude, someone hit me up last night. Do you want to go to a trade night in some room?
Yeah.
I thought you were messing with me. No, it was a bunch of guys having beers. They were
Obviously,
doing the deal.
that clears up a little bit as we go here.
Sorry, Lou. It's difficult to hear, but I tell by everyone's comments that your birthday. Happy birthday, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. Having a little signal breakup
here
with you guys down there.
Just soaking in here, Lou.
All right, hopefully that clears up a little bit. I'm not sure what's going on down there.
So,
What we have moving the camera around.
In terms of the biggest surprise, I know early, what did most take you back here?
I just how positive everybody is and how excited I is. I thought it was, everyone excited. It's the national, but I mean, it has a feeling unlike any other national. Like, as we're setting up, we're building everything, there's a buzz that you can tell something's explode. Close straight got to right when they, it just kept the big thing. And
I can't wait to hit the floor after the loss.
yeah.
Have been on the floor since Netflix been inside, then right here in the city. And this is wild. I couldn't step at 2 feet. And I hear, late. So I can only imagine when you go out on the main floor, it's going to be pretty nuts.
All right. We had some signal issues there, but they've cleaned up very recently. Thank you.
Yeah, we're doing okay with internet here. It's a little tough. Yes, the $10 loft promo is off the grid. It's going to run for 1 hour to about 5:10 or 5:15. We'll be on for a little longer here today, and the other half hour, of course, will be live from the show, on our regular YouTube show. It is really, really nuts. Todd, we wish you could be here, too. We wish all you guys and gals could be here. It's unbelievable.
It is. It is. And we got the Vintage Breaks Olympics later, too, guys. We got day one of Vintage Breaks Olympics. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, we got Sophia joining the team to help out as well. We got our good buddy Scott and Griffin from LFG Sports coming. Special shout out, I realize he's probably not watching, to my good buddy John Tedesco from Jam Graphics. He's done an incredible job helping the Vintage Breaks team on the technical side and our website to make today and this week happen for us. What's up, Melch? What's going on, Joe? So, gang, what I'd like to do, Lou, I don't know if you can hear me well enough, but I'd like to try to answer a few questions from our community about the National if we can.
All right, let me see if I can find some. There are a couple back here a little bit. You guys post some questions if you have them for the guys.
Yeah, I'll answer anything I can to the best of my ability.
There we go.
I think J5 is potentially getting a really good deal behind me, Lou. I'm going to have to check this out. I see some vintage racks.
Yep, I think as soon as the show
Got my
starts,
attention.
people are in
Can
there.
I show one off? I know we don't own it.
Mark, I'm looking forward to meeting Luke Keatley.
Okay, great.
I mean,
So-
I've met him a million times, but I'm getting
So-
a personal item signed.
How cool is this, gang?
Here you go.
This is, as it happened, this was not planned. We have not bought it. I don't even know the gentleman's name. I have no idea what he's asking for. Sorry, you brought it. Hello. What's your name, sir? Brian. My name's Leighton. Nice to meet you. So hopefully we'll talk some turkey after this. Check out what just walked up to the booth. And this just goes to show you anything can happen at the National. 71 rack pack, Thurman Munson, Willie McCovey on top. By the way, Gilmore almost just fell over.
Yeah.
Billy Martin on the back.
Oh,
Wow,
no.
I just saw the Ralph Houck. What? This is absurd.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh my God, I didn't see the next one. This is great.
Is this the Crosby rookie year? Yes.
Yeah, there's 2 spots left.
What's the price of the cup?
It's $2,500 a spot. There's 2 spots left. So check this out. 75 rack, Yount and Schmidt. Wow. Stolen base leaders on top.
Beautiful.
Yep. 73 basketball rack, Jabbar, Hala right in the middle. Love this stuff. On the back, Kenny Wilkes Hall of Famer, and I missed calling out Jerry Lucas on the front. These are awesome.
Yeah.
Another 73 rack. Wow.
Whoa.
We got the pistol and Otis Gilmore right on top.
Yeah.
A BAM spot is a Break-A-Maniacs appreciation promo spot where you get into a bonus where we're giving away, I think, $1,000 or $1,500 this Sunday, and a few other promos. You cannot buy your way into the BAM. You can only win spots. Lastly is a 73 rack with Havlicek and Walt Frazier from the Knicks. On the top, Dan Izzo on the back. This is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Was that all one buy?
I didn't buy them yet.
Yep.
Hopefully we will. We're just showing them. They literally just walked up to our booth. I have a nose for this. I smelled it behind me. Well, we appreciate it. Shout out to Phil Palm.
Yes.
But I'm saying I saw J5 and I saw like one of these yellow tags. I saw nothing else. I'm like, I know there's something good. So I'll be done in a little bit. We'll chat if that's cool. Great. Thank you for letting us show the law. Hopefully we can work out a deal.
So see, guys, the show's not open at 20 minutes.
I mean, like literally 20 minutes, and that was fantastic. By the way, if you're at like a localist show, that would have been like the walk-in of the show.
Yes.
Out of the National, that might just be the walk-in of the hour. You know,
Yeah.
who knows?
Yeah.
Thank you for letting us show them off.
Yes,
That's awesome.
thank you.
Man, whew. That's
He
great.
did
Well, I
pretty
wish
good.
you luck, Jaden. Yeah, Anthony, it's been pretty nuts here. I think you asked something.
Yeah.
There's 4 total. 2 are gone. Usually there's an extra card or 2, but it's not guaranteed. So what happens is if there's 5 or 6 in the box, we start
What's
over
up,
again at
Buttman?
spot 1. So
Leighton
if there's
doing
5
business.
cards, the extra card will go to
What's
spot
going on,
1.
Buttman? What's going on,
As
everybody?
soon as it sells out.
Sorry, we're fighting with that big main stage crowd.
Yeah, no, it's pretty loud.
Yeah.
All right.
We're not
So-
opening right now. We're just kind of talking. We have like a little bit of a show.
Yeah.
Wow, I got to tell you, man, that was pretty juicy.
I know.
J5.
Yeah.
That was juicy.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I didn't buy him yet. I'm like kind of in the middle of something.
Yeah.
buy stuff live all the time.
I know, but he doesn't know me, so you know.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, great, that's you guys. Awesome, thank you. Look at this. Got his card. We can get in touch right after, Lou.
There you go.
This is how it's supposed to happen.
Yep.
How great is this, by the way? Someone referred him over to us.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we're thrilled.
All right. Cody wants to know what you're looking to buy for Just Collect and Vintage Breaks.
Sure. So super high level for Just Collect. I'm looking to buy vintage, individual cards, collections, sets. However, that can be very overwhelming walking around the National. And so what I try to do is focus, although admittedly it's been very difficult so far. So I'll go up to someone's booth and I'll, like, if you will, have a litmus test. Hey, how much is this and that? And if it's in a vicinity where I think I can do business, then I really dig in. So it's more of like a strategy as opposed to What am I looking for? Yeah, I'm looking for the holy grail for a great price. What am I likely to find? Just good cards at a fair price, and that's okay too. And then for vintage breaks, of course, I'm always looking to buy wax. I'm looking to buy sets. Honestly, not much different, but the things that you guys see on the site all the time or regularly is the kind of stuff that I'm looking to buy at the show.
Now, wax would be dealer to dealer, right? There aren't a lot of people walking in with wax out there. I mean, it's
no, that's true, Lou. However, as we just showed, that was just a person that walked in with those racks. I mean, that's thousands and thousands of dollars of vintage rack packs right there.
Wow,
big time.
Yeah, no, it's just wild. Special shout out to Gilmore, who's been doing a great job of putting up our cornerstones. This is one of our sexier cornerstones that we've ever put up. 1984 Fleer, Don Mattingly, rookie PSA 10, can be yours in a 1984 Fleer mixer.
If you guys have a question for Leighton and Drew, why don't you put it up on the comments? It's an easier way for us to communicate with them.
Sorry, Lou, go ahead.
I was just telling the audience that if they have a question for you guys, to post it up, because doing it through comments is
I was going to say, it's really hard to hear and stuff, so what I'd like to do is spend the last couple minutes hanging out and really trying to bring the National to you guys by allowing the community to try to ask any questions you have, and if I can answer them, I'm just going to fire away, Lou. So rapid fire, whether it be Lou, you want to say it out loud, or just put it in the chat and I'll read it and I'll try to hit you up.
Let's see. A lot of Mike asking a lot of competitive prices.
So, Mike, great point.
Yeah.
There's absolutely a lot of competitive prices. There's absolutely some people that are not competitive, meaning it's market plus or market plus. And so that's why I was talking about kind of doing a litmus test, because if I ask you, I'm making it up, a 58 Clemente in a 6, and I know it's worth $500, and you're like, it's $950, hey, I don't get upset. I just don't waste any more time, and I keep moving.
Yeah.
Dave asks.
So I have no idea, Melch. Great question. I've been asked. I give a special shout out to David from Collectible. Did an interview with me earlier. Asked me for 3 undervalued, not necessarily like cards, but like things. So I'll tell you the answers I gave to him. 1, Babe Ruth. Do yourself a favor. Go out and buy a Babe Ruth card from the 1920s. If you can't get one from the 20s, go buy one from the 30s. If you can't afford a Ruth card from the 20s or 30s, look at buying an original Babe Ruth photo. Type 1 PSA DNA. That'd be my advice. Number 2, you got to have a Jackie Robinson card, 48 leaf or 49 Bowman in your collection. You can't afford that, go buy a Jackie Robinson exhibit. It's under $1,000. Amazing card. I gifted you one. Love that card. You don't want that? Buy a Jackie Robinson photo from the late 40s, early 50s. I collect Jackie Robinson wire photos, so you'll know you'll have someone to sell them to. And then lastly, only because he is the Babe Ruth of our generation, is Michael Jordan. And I know he doesn't quite, because he doesn't grade. I said, to me, you got to go out and buy the 84 Star. As much as I love the 86 Fleer, the 84 Star is just so much infinitely more difficult to find and to find in high grade than the 86 Fleer. So I would vote for the 84 Star. And I also collect rookie year and vintage Jordan photos.
Yeah.
Do you think Tom Brady will make the Michael Jordan status? I mean, is it a matter that he's...
I heard Brady, Lou. That's all I heard, though.
Will he reach Michael Jordan's status, or is it just a matter he's still playing right now?
So I heard the part about Brady playing.
Yeah. Will he reach Michael Jordan's status as a collectible?
You know, he well might, Lou. I don't want to say it because it pains me, but what he's done out of everything going on, like, if you had to say to me who's more likely to do it, Mike Trout or Tom Brady, definitely Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And as great as Mike Trout is, he doesn't have any World Rings. It's going to be difficult to get even to the playoffs. And so those were the 3, names / types of items we talked about with David Seidman from formerly of Forbes and now writing for Collectible. The most absurd thing I've seen so far, I think, is Tide. All the red Ty Cobbs in the Heritage case was absurd with all the different bats. And then the blowout cards booth, there's millions of dollars of stuff like right in front of your eyes.
It's amazing.
It's wild.
I think the craziest thing I saw was probably an entire exquisite collection LeBron rainbow.
Oh my God!
The 8-card rainbow.
That was insane.
Amazing.
But the thing is, I haven't seen everything yet, gang. So I don't know. I don't know what else is out there, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yep.
So, I'm going to answer Joe's question. I'm going to finish it up here, Drew, with something I want to go over with you. So, Joe's asking, would you say the best deals for the are on Sunday of the National? No, not necessarily.
It depends.
Yeah, because the reality of it is, people already know eBay's waiting.
Yeah.
You know, eBay's waiting for them to sell, or auction houses are happy to take their stuff. So, no, I don't think it is. This is absolutely, Richard, the biggest national show I've ever attended. It's the dealers, the largest spatial area. It's the best fucking stuff. Yeah. It's the best stuff I've ever seen, and I'm not even done yet. It's amazing. I hope that each and every one of you, if you cannot make it this year, please, I implore you to come next year. And as a little plug for Vintage Breaks, you know, behind us and Just Collect up there. For those of you who can't make it, we are likely going to, provided, you know, the world and COVID allows us and cooperates, we're going to try to have an open house at Just Collect and Vintage Breaks later this year. You know, there's many of you who cannot make it to this year's National, so we'd love to have you as our guest in our home base back in Jersey. So we're hoping to be able to pull that off.
They probably should.
Yeah, they probably do. Steve's great. We're going to be doing some stuff with Steve here at the show. So, Drew, last minute advice for those of you, for those out there that are going to be coming to the National, but that are not here yet. Give them one piece of advice for the show.
Bring a list, because there's a lot of people that are set up. They put their best stuff out, the most expensive stuff to catch you and do the booth. A lot of people, hundreds of cards behind. They don't have the players to look for out on their table, but if you come and hand them the list, 90% of the dealers can turn around, find the box it's in, find exactly what you're looking for. Come in with a list of what you want. It'll help you navigate through all the tables, because if you've got one day, it's going to be tough to do the whole thing.
Who are these guys?
They do.
What's your first name?
Mike Keller. Yeah,
Mike and Brian?
Keller, yeah, Mike and Brian.
What's up, dude?
Yeah. Mike and Brian.
Welcome, guys. That's awesome, man. So Mike and Brian from Buffalo are here. Boys, come on in, say hi in the loft. We're wrapping up here, but, you know, it's early on in the National.
Yeah.
And this is Mike and Brian. They have their own podcast, which we're going to make sure they plug in a minute.
What's up? What's up,
You
guys?
boys say hi in the camera.
How you
So
doing?
when do you guys get into town?
We got in
Today.
earlier this afternoon.
Great. Welcome to the show. I know you guys have a podcast. Tell the audience the name of your podcast, please.
Our podcast is The Mike and Brian Show, both of our names. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. You can find us live 4 or 5 days a week.
And what do you guys like to talk about on your show?
We love to talk about the Buffalo
Bills, baby.
And how much better they are than the effing New York Jets.
Yeah, we love the Buffalo Bills.
exactly.
And we love to talk about vintage breaks and how much we love you guys.
Well, listen, I appreciate it very much. I'm thrilled that you guys are down. Please make sure that you guys come back. I want you guys to pick out a pack. We're going to get you guys on camera. It's going to be our treat. Really
We
appreciate
actually
all your
brought some
support.
stuff that we'd like to break.
Yeah, we'd like to break on you guys.
as well.
So we'll be bringing it in tomorrow. We got some special stuff.
Awesome.
All right,
Thank you,
we
man.
appreciate it.
No,
See
we
you guys.
appreciate
How's
it
it going? Go
Peace,
Bills.
guys. Go Bills.
So very, very cool. We're getting to
Yes.
meet friends that we've talked to, in some cases now for several years, but have not been able to meet in person for one reason or another. And we're doing it here live from the National Sports Collectors Convention here in the 2021 Chicago National. So, you know, Drew, I thought your tip was great. My tip is this. Make sure you're going to have fun.
Yes.
So whatever you need to make that happen, do that. So if it's a backpack, if it's cash, if it's to make sure you have a granola bar so you don't get hangry, right? If it's flip-flops because it makes you feel better walking around. Like, all kidding aside, folks, make yourselves happy, set yourselves up for success, and you're going to have a blast. It's an amazing place for networking, a great place to chat with, you know, friends and make new ones and stuff. So can't wait to hit the floor. And I wanted to close the episode with a special shout out to Lou for putting up with me and us and all this craziness over the last several years of making the loft happen. I realized today was a little bit difficult with the hearing and the patients and whatever, but I had to do something for my wife, and we got it done. So, Lou, thank you from the bottom of all of our hearts here. It's been an amazing ride.
Okay, it's the best for me. I know you can't hear me, but I just enjoy this, and it's a great way for me to be there too. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, gang. And just one last reminder, we have an amazing $10 flash special national edition of the Loft promo. We're giving away a $475 graded hit random spot. And for those of you in the know, then you know that's your chance at a 52 Topps Mantle, a 51 Bowman Mickey Mantle PSA 4.5, a Chamberlain rookie, a Koufax rookie, a 52 Topps Maze. We're giving you a chance to win the spot for $10. Do yourself a favor, snag a couple spots, see who's going to win it. We're giving it away at like 5:10, 5:15 Central Time. Thank you much for joining us today on Leighton's Loft, live from the National. And don't forget, I don't know if it's tomorrow or Friday, but we are going to be doing our very first episode ever of Trading Card Therapy. Your very own doctor will be in the house here from the show. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in today to the Loft. Thanks,
See you
Drew.
later.
Appreciate it, bud.
Always.
Thanks, Lou. All right, Sam. It's hard to hear. I go longer, but it's like I could barely.